Good evening, minions. So today is Dragon Trials Day, and that means I'll be doing a tutorial for one of the most requested videos, and that's Trials, or more specifically, Dragon Trials and how to set up your dragon. So the first thing we have to know is that your trial setup and your attack setup are two different things. Now, a standard attack setup will not work in trials for the majority of you, and that is because trials only require certain skills to be enhanced and upgraded. So using things like march speed or monster skills will not affect the trial's outcome. So this is why I say you always want to start with a fresh reset of your dragon on trials day, and you may also need to move around some of your enhancements, so just keep that in mind as well. So I'm going to go in here and reset all, and we're going to get to it. Now, I already reset mine ahead of time, and then I decided to make a video, so here we go. You guys can watch where I put all mine to get an idea of which skills are most important for trials. So we're going to start with March of Fury, and this is a very important skill to enhance. However, don't go dumping all of your points in here and totally just abandon all the rest of your skills, because realistically, having that balance amongst the skills will do you much better than just an extra 2 or 3,000 troops. Okay, so then we're going to do Bowman versus Cavalry Damage, and this is Flaming Arrows 3. And I'm just going to go ahead and max this one. And then we're going to go to Cavalry Claw 3, and that's your Cavalry versus Bowman damage. Also max that, okay. And we're going to do Flaming Arrows 2, and this is your Bowman versus Infantry damage skill. I'm going to go ahead and max that. And then we have Cavalry Claw 1. This is Cavalry versus Infantry damage. And I'm going to put this only to 16 because I have to do this Wounded Conversion Dragon Blessing. And now you might be wondering, why are you doing Dragon Blessing? Well, it's because I need to get it to level 22 or higher for the path that I'm on. So skip this if you're not on path 13 or higher with a 45 or bigger dragon, because this is totally irrelevant for you. Doesn't work. Just ignore it. Okay. That's all done. Now we're going to go over here to Guardian, and there's only 2 skills that you want to use in Guardian, and that is your Infantry Backbone 1, and this is going to give you Infantry versus Bowman damage reduction. Tap, tap, tap. And then we have Infantry Backbone 2, and this is Infantry versus Cavalry damage reduction. So you just want to split the points as best as possible between these 2 skills. These are most important. Okay, and then you want to make sure that your dragon is a brutal dragon, because that's going to give you the extra troop, health, defense, and attack for all the troops that attack with your dragon. Okay, and I skipped enhancement, but I think my enhancement is quite alright. I'm going to leave them for now, but that's another thing that you guys can play around with and, see what works best for you. So we're going to go look in trials and do a battle so that we can see what's necessary. And it's best to always look at these reports, because this will tell us exactly what we need to work on to progress further in the trial. And like I said, the best thing to do is just play around with the necessary skills that are shown here in the battle reports. just try to find what works by switching around enhancement stars and things like that. Basically anything that's red, you want to try to work to make it green. And now I'm on path 13, and once you reach this path, you will see new skills unlock here at the bottom. And these are secondary skills that you get by leveling certain dragon skills to 22 and higher. So I'm going to leave a chart down below in the description box on which skills give what secondary skills, so you know what to level at this point. But basically the main ones used in trials are the Infantry Backbone 1, that gives Infantry health. Infantry Backbone 2 gives Infantry defense. Cavalry Claw 1 gives Cav attack. Cavalry Claw 3 gives Cav damage. Flaming Arrows 2 gives Bowman attack, and Flaming Arrows 3 gives Bowman damage. And then you're going to want to do that Dragon Blessing, the Wounded Conversion. That's going to give you your troop health. Now, for those of you who are not at this point, I'll just discuss some of the skills that you should focus on, because Dragon Trials has changed a lot recently, and you can now add the Guardian Infantry damage reduction skills into your attack formation. So that's going to give you an extra boost in things. Now, these two are very important to get you through Trial Path 9 and higher. I believe it's 9 is where it starts. But anyway, the infantry damage reduction skills are also very important for PvP attacks as well, but I'm going to cover that in a later video. So, assuming that you don't have a 45 or higher dragon, and you're on lower trials, so you don't have this extra slot at the end here, you're going to want to have all the damage skills. That's the Bowman versus Infantry, the Bowman versus Cavalry, the Cavalry versus Bowman, and then the damage reduction skills, which is Infantry versus Cavalry, and Infantry versus Bowman damage reduction. And then, of course, you want your March of Fury for the March capacity. And if you do have a 45 or higher dragon, you're going to want the Cavalry versus Infantry damage, and then your Wounded Conversion. Assign those, see how it goes for you. The best piece of advice that I can give to you is, even if you get a defeat, keep hitting that button over and over several times, because it just so happens that sometimes on the 50th try or the 150th try, you will get a victory. I mean, I know, it's weird, but it does work, so give it a go. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. I hope you found this information helpful and useful, and if you did, then go ahead and leave a like and feel free to subscribe to my channel for more awesome tips that will be coming soon. Remember, guys, just have fun. I love you all. Bye for now.